In my dissertation, each of the chapters explores a different way that they kept the path open. So there's one chapter on, for instance, them forming a colony right outside of South Carolina and Georgia, led by a Chickasaw leader named Squirrel King. Squirrel was the clan, and then Squirrel King was a title used to signify a diplomatic leader, and he was a very important diplomatic leader. And in some of their, I'm talking about really early histories, written in, say, the 50s and 60s, about South Carolina, they even portrayed Squirrel King as some sort of a renegade, when in fact, when you look at it closer, he was a great hero. Not only from the South Carolinian and Georgia's perspective, because he saved their butts many times from attacks. The Chickasaws served as frontier guardsmen and actually invaded St. Augustine during the War of Jenkins' Ear. But at the same time, it was his service to South Carolina that kept South Carolina sending arms to the Chickasaw Nation. Squirrel King made sure that in payment for his military service, that arms would get back to the Chickasaw Nation. And then just the existence of his soldiers along the pathway, again, made it possible for traders to continue to go to the Chickasaw Nation, because it was very dangerous. They could be attacked by the Chickasaws' enemies, by Choctaws or Creeks. And so they would always demand that Chickasaw warriors accompany them. So often members from Squirrel King's bands would guide them from South Carolina all the way to the Chickasaw Nation. So they were vitally important. Now, I had a chapter on that in my dissertation, but recently there's been a book published about Squirrel King's band. It's called Guardians of the Valley by Edward Cashin. That's an in-depth look at the way that the Chickasaws served South Carolina.